Let's lead them near the bouncing Betty, see if we can get these guys to explode off. Come on, and whoo, that was massive. Look at that. Oh, that was a massive chain reaction. All right, Rockstars, it's gonna be a super exciting day here in Scape and Run Parasites. The reason I say that is because we're gonna upgrade our weaponry. First of all, I want to set up a brand new minefield outside of here. So clearly we're protected on 3 sides of water, but this side still has land. So we want to mine this field up with all the new explosives from security craft and any other explosives we can think of. Outside of that, for weaponry, we are going to improve and upgrade our diamond sword. Now we have all the enchantments we want on it, so you might ask, how are we going to do that? Well, eventually they're going to adjust to the damage the diamond sword gives to them. Absolutely no by what, because they're adaptable. But one thing that we do know is that they don't adapt to a sword, they adapt to the material of the sword. What I mean by that, basically once they're done and they're immune to damage from a diamond sword, they wouldn't take any more damage from a diamond sword, but they'd still take damage from a gold sword, iron sword, dark matter sword, whatever you would want. So our goal today is to make some dark matter, because I want to prepare dark matter, red matter, and all these sorts of weapons for when these melee weapons do run out, because there's a lot more variety of melee weapons that can be diversely used versus a ranged weapon like our guns. So we want to have all these weapons prepared in case we need them. So to do this, we need a block of diamond and Eternius fuel. Eternius fuel is made by Mobius fuel, and Mobius fuel is from a philosopher's stone. All right, so we have a philosopher's stone. We get that automatically because we've already made an EMC table, so that's what we need. So to make this, we need to start off with alchemical coal, which is just coal surrounded by our philosopher's stone, and then it's alchemical coal surrounded by this all the way up until we eventually reach dark matter, which is actually really easy for the most part. All right, so if we put the philosopher's stone here and we put coal, I think like this, and yes, that gives us a good old alchemical coal. Now we are going to make 4 of these because, you know, 4 of these are what we need to make the next one. So now we take these 4 of alchemical coal, and that gives us a Mobius fuel. Now we need to do this until we get 4 Mobius fuels, so I think that means we need 12 coal. All right, so we make all of this alchemical coal, then all of this alchemical coal will gladly turn into our good old Mobius fuel. Now that we have 4 Mobius fuel, we should be able to put these together like this, right? And that gives us our alternative fuel. Okay, so now that we have a bunch of this alternative fuel, luckily we have enough EMC just barely to really pull these out of the EMC table. We should just be able to surround this, and that gives us a dark matter. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and create another diamond block, or grab another diamond block, because we want at least one more piece of dark matter. There we go. So now we pull this dark matter out of here. We can only pull 16, which is okay for now, because our goal is to make the sword. So the sword is 2 matter and a diamond. So all we need is to go ahead and throw half of this back and get a piece of diamond out. All right, so now if we take our 1 diamond with the 2 dark matter, and boom, we get the dark matter sword, which without a charge has a base 13 attack damage, which is already more than the sharpness 5 diamond sword at 10. But if we charge it up, it should just get a little stronger, up to 13 to 15 attack damage, and that's without enchantments. Now obviously we do want to enchant the sword, but we don't exactly have the levels for that, and on top of not having the actually straight up EXP, we don't have the EMC to continue to do stuff like this. So between EMC and EXP, we need to go back down to the mines. Plus eventually we're gonna have to go dark matter to red matter, and that's gonna be way more expensive, so we just need to start building up EMC as soon as possible. But security craft gives us things like stone and dirt mines. Well, mines are basically any basic block here in Minecraft, but also specifically, and I don't see right here, an intelligence munition system, which just basically launches a bunch of explosives at once. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this series or this video overall, hit that like, comment, and subscribe down below. Help us hit our goal of 5,000 subscribers, but because it lets me know you guys like the content that we're making, and we can continue to make more. So down to the mines. Luckily, between the diamonds that we pick up and the redstone we have to mainly mine to keep that destruction catalyst charged, because it uses gunpowder or redstone to charge, and gunpowder I think isn't quite as good as redstone. We get all the EMC we need from the diamonds, and we get all the XP we need from both of them. So it's actually a really good combination if we can just keep this up. I just don't feel comfortable with how many tunnels I leave down here, because the parasites can spawn and just collect down here. I mean, we're doing all right so far. We have a little over a stack of diamonds, which is, you know, a stack of diamonds is just over 500,000 EMC. So we've well made up for what we spent today, or at least what we're going to spend between the dark matter sword and all the explosives that we're gonna make. But I'm not happy that I'm still only sitting at 22 levels. Not exactly enough levels to do some great enchants on a dark matter sword. And I guess we don't need it right away, so it wouldn't make a big deal. still. You know what? I can't believe I didn't think about grabbing the pixie pet for double experience. I'm such an idiot because I know I have this one in the EMC table as well. All right, well, we have enough for now, so I'm definitely going to go back, store all this away, and definitely come back absolutely with the EXP pet because I definitely need way more experience. At least 40 to 50 levels if I really want a good dark matter sword. Otherwise, enchanting it is just not going to be as worth it as we might want. All right, now that we have 40 levels and we're rocking at 2.8 million EMC, I want to get a bunch of books and I want to work on actually improving our dark matter sword. All right, so let's see. We can't even enchant it whatsoever. That's super interesting. Now, let's see if we can get a book on it because I didn't even think about the fact that you just might not be able to enchant these things, and you can't. You straight up cannot enchant dark matter and red matter materials. That's really, really sad because of things like fire aspect, but at the same time, that's almost worth it because that's 5 extra damage without enchantment. It's good to know that we don't need to waste enchantments on that, so we don't have to worry about that. Ooh, one of the baby dogs grew up. Oh, I also realized that we can add fire aspect to our dogs, and they get that ability. You might ask, how did I realize that? Well, I would highly recommend hitting that subscribe button because we have some YouTube shorts where the wolves face off parasites so you can see their real strengths. Alright, so security craft, we need to make a mine. So a mine is just gunpowder and iron to start off with, really easy, and then after that we just need a weighted pressure plate. Alright, so make the mine really easy. We make a couple of those. Perfect. We split that section so we can save those in the EMC table, plus the bouncing betties. Exact same thing, except for now we have a weighted pressure plate. We grab that bad boy. Alright, so we have 2 of our mines. So the next up, what we need to do is make ourselves a claymore and make ourselves an intelligence munition system. So the claymore is redstone string and tripwire hook plus a bouncing betty. That's not all that bad. Alright, so we have the redstone string. I think we have everything, so we can just go boom and make the bad boy. There we go. So now we have one of these. Beautiful. Alright, and the last thing that we need to technically make is a intelligence munition system. So that's 4 bouncing betties, a radar, and a block of iron. Alright, now that we have all of that stuff, we should just press this and boom, chakalaka, we have our 4 main explosives. Alright, so a stack of claymore is 117,000. Okay, perfect. So that's not a massive amount. We can take a stack of each. So now we have a stack of each of these explosives. Let's go ahead and let's go outside and let's set these bad boys up. Alright, so I'm gonna take the mine and claymores. These ones are gonna be the closest to the house because these guys are very directional. So I do not want them anywhere closer. Plus, these guys are probably gonna be the least explosives overall. You know, why don't you just take that? Oh, yep, there we go. That was a bit slow of a reaction. Let's see if we can get him with these guys. And boom, there we go. And it one-shot him. Which, weirdly enough, it didn't set off the other claymore. I don't know how realistic that technically is, but I'm not gonna complain. See, things like the intelligence munition system, they kind of just explode everywhere, so I do not want anything coming near the house that will, like, have flying explosives. Now that we're done with claymores, we can go ahead and throw down all of these. I guess we do have quite a lot of explosives. I guess it just really depends how much of a chain reaction might go off, because I am just setting these kind of up randomly. And that finishes off the regular landmines. Holy crap, I'm gonna be really sad like when like a cow sets these off or something. Next up are bouncing betties, a bit more of a classic design for explosives from old school Call of Duty days. Anytime I hear this name, this is exactly what I think of. I guess the question is, how much damage will these really do to like the big guys if they come around? Because I'm expecting phase 4 within the next couple episodes. I accidentally double stacked that one. That's okay. Boom, and that is our last one. So intelligence munition systems. Now everything else is a one-off. These have like 4 to 6 explosives inside of them, and they just automatically attack anything that's hostile or anything that's not your player, basically. So even if there was another player, those would automatically shoot at them. I think for the most part, I want to keep these a little more out of range, so like when I go to fight like maybe a wave coming, yeah, look at that, they're literally just sending explosives down. It is a massive explosion every single time. That was 3 or 4 explosions from 2 of these guys. All right, so now that we have the kind of seclusion outside of the round base, wow, those are just not gonna stop, are they? Let's see if we can oh my god, yep, explosives everywhere. It's just not gonna stop. Oh my god, they are, everything's exploding. Yeah, let's see if we can unload those chunks, so maybe we won't have as much going on. Never mind. No, this is all over. We exploded a minefield, all right, but that minefield didn't last very long. What if I sit on top of a landmine? Will all these guys explode? And boom, that was nice, but not all of them died. Let's lead them near the bouncing betty, see if we can get these guys to explode off. Come on, and whoo! Woo! That was massive. Look at that. Oh, that was a massive chain reaction. That is sick. Let's go ahead and just place one of these bad boys down real quick. I want to see this guy in action. We might have to get like a bedrock platform just so this is a lot more of a viable situation. Oh, this is, oh my god, explosives everywhere. Okay, guys, well, with this setup, I think we're gonna have to figure out another explosive solution. Otherwise, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys did enjoy. But this definitely works, I will say that. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time, Rockstars. Peace, peace.